Packard 1004 Super 8 Convertible Victoria 1933. Always built to the highest standards, the Packard was unquestionably one of the finest American cars of the pre-war era. First introduced in 1924, the 8 was notable as the first Packard to employ four-wheel brakes. Its side-valve straight 8 engine developed 85 bhp from 5.9 liters, and the Model 8 lineup initially comprised 10 models on two wheelbase lengths. In 1927 the engine was enlarged to 6.3 liters and a smaller 5.2-liter standard 8 introduced for 1929, the larger engine continuing to power the Custom and Deluxe 8s. The latter was rechristened Super 8 for 1933, by which time all Packards featured synchro-mesh transmissions. The height of the Depression did not dampen the artistic inspirations of the automobile industry. The years 1930 to 1937 produced some of the finest styling seen in the automotive world even to this day. Packard in particular, though always producing beautifully styled and functioning machines before, truly spread its wings during this period. Like many great works of art, some of humanity's greatest triumphs are inspired during the toughest times. Built on the 142-inch wheelbase, the Model 1004 was offered with 13 individual body styles. Arguably, none were more in tune with the coach-building fashions of its era than the Convertible Victoria. The more austere times and trends perhaps dictated a shift towards all-weather designs, allowing one car to suit multiple climate conditions, rather than needing a stable of bespoke automobiles each with a specific purpose. For this fashionable style Packard turned to the styling and coach-building firm Dietrich, Incorporated of Detroit, Michigan. Founded by Raymond Dietrich, the firm reached a mythic status with their handsome and innovative styling, and Dietrich became a frequent collaborator with Packard. Their designs as applied to these chassis today represent some of the most revered models of the classic era. 1933 Packards are wonderfully made and styled automobiles. It was only a shame there were so few who could afford to buy them. 10th series production totaled a meager 4,800 units, a far cry from the 16,613 for the 9th series, and way down from the nearly 55,000 sold in 1929. The 10th series would represent Packard's smallest output of the classic era. Priced at $3,440, the Convertible Victoria was one of the more expensive body styles available, and would no doubt have only accounted for a modest percentage of the 788 8 chassis built. It is believed that far less than 100 Convertible Victorias were produced in 1933. Delivered new to Packard, Washington on April 26, 1933, the early history of this machine is not well known, but it is likely that it has spent the entirety of its life on the West Coast. The current owner acquired this Packard from Russell Keller of Torrance, California on February 22, 1987. Fresh from at least 4 years in Mr. Keller's care, the rare Victoria would enjoy a decade of ownership in the current collection before it was sent to Bob Mosier in 1997 for a 3-year engine and drivetrain rebuild with receipts on file totaling over $50,000 for the work done at the time. Nicely presented and showing well with its older restoration, it has recently been run after 4 years of sitting. A Packard of high quality from the Mark's best era, this car is at the apogee of style with its sophisticated Dietrich Convertible Victoria design that rarely comes to market.